Reverend Karen here with Sarah Russell. This month we are leading in January and in February a 4-session faith development for adults and for high schoolers for sure on
Love at the Center.
Every 15 years or so, Unitarian Universalism must look at ourselves, our principles, our sources, our values, and our inspirations. And we're in the process of actually changing them, a 2-year vote. And this June at General Assembly.
Yes, we will look at the Article 2, which is part of our bylaws and contains the principles, and that we're proposing to change into values, to have the values and principles be part of Article 2. It's a huge change, and it's overdue for looking at.
It definitely
at the
is.
principles.
And the thing that's interesting, it's both huge and it's familiar. So even though we might be shifting our language from principles to values, the values are ones that you recognize, and again, with love at the center. And some of us came into Unitarian Universalism
because of the principles.
Like they live here.
Yeah.
And if that's you, if you're like, I don't want it to change, or I'm against it changing, we are inviting especially you, anybody, but especially you, to sign up for this because we think this will be a really helpful class. There have been changes. The principles started out as 6, then 7, and now 8, of course. So there's always change that's happening, but I love the idea that we could be a part of this important change in our lifetimes. So we hope that you will sign up. We're meeting in person at the Meeting House 4 times in January and February, and we're hoping that we'll actually be able to provide an online version of this later in the spring.
So I am a delegate at General Assembly because it's really democracy in action. I've been a delegate probably 12 or 15 times. I'd also encourage you, because General Assembly this year is virtual, which means you can sit in your PJs at home and go to General Assembly. So if you've never been a delegate, think about signing up for that too. I do it because this is my faith. This is probably the biggest vote of changing and adopting the values that I've ever experienced as a delegate. So I would encourage you to become a part of this democratic process. My first GA is when I realized we actually are a democracy.
So, and if you do become a delegate, you will be far more informed if you have taken this class. So join us, sign up for it, look in Realm.
And become a part of this democratic process.